What is up guys, Woo here, back again with another Division 2 build for you, and this one guys is my insane bomber build for PvE with somewhat infinite cluster grenades and all that. This is a really kind of out the box build that I'm having so much fun with. PvE, hero content, yeah, everything's blowing up, everything's burning, everything's bleeding, which is only a good thing. There's nothing better than seeing NPCs being cooked, bled and burned and boomed. There's nothing better in this game. This is the highlight of my time within the game is just seeing shit blow up, and this is what this build does. So guys, yes, if you enjoy the video, thumbs doodle, that really helps. It helps get this video a little bit of traction because they bloody need it, because they're good. Yeah guys, and if you enjoy the content, you know what to do. Drop the woo bomb on the sub button, ding that notification bell so you're notified when I upload my shizzle. Guys, yep, you guessed it, let's do this. Guys, my insane bomber build for PvE. Cluster grenades galore. Shit blowing up all the time. This is a mental build, it really is. It's a lot of fun. I've been working on this for a while, and I wanted to share some kind of insight. I couldn't because I needed the right pieces. To be honest, I'm not there. I'm about 95% perfect, but I'm just struggling to get the relevant pieces. I've been spending, it's been about 3 weeks on this build, so I haven't got the perfect pieces. It is difficult, I completely understand. But guys, if you can get this similar setup, you're laughing all the way to the bank. Because yeah, again, another Woo saying, it rinses through NPCs. It delivers so much bang for its buck. It is a really off the kilter Woo build. Guys, firewall specialization. I'm utilizing this because I want cluster grenades. Cluster grenades are awesome. They are brilliant. I love them. And I'm using a lot of these on the build. They're just beautiful. Everything blows your shit up. And I get them refunded when I kill someone. And I got a lot of explosive damage on the build. So yes guys, I'm going to harness a lot of mayhem on this setup. So guys, firewall specialization. It helps with the cluster grenades. It really does guys, it really does. And again, you'll get an extra 50% radius on this setup. So that's more enemies have chance of blowing up. So guys, yes, we'll go through it. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Of course, yep, you want to see more builds like this, you know what to do. Sub button. Anyway, build. Childlike Interest Corporation is integral. You need one piece as a minimum on the build because 15% explosive damage go a long way to killing more bad guys in this game. So one piece is key. Skill damage, skill haste, and more skill haste is again kind of your go-to on the setup. Now the holster is Wyvern wear, and again this is key. It's integral. You have one piece because 10% skill damage goes a long way. And you can see what 9.7% skill damage and 10% status effects. The Kneepads are Grupo Sombra, my best Mexican. Yes, 15% critic damage, 15% explosive damage. And you can see I have re-rolled the core attribute to a skill tier. And I want to do that because I want 15% explosive damage. That will only elevate the build more. So that's more damage on my Seeker Mine, and that's more damage on my cluster grenades. So guys, Grupo Sombra, if you can get a piece that has either skill haste or skill damage like what I have, happy days, re-roll it to a skill tier because you'll get that 15% explosive damage. If you enjoy skill builds, this is a good way to go, especially for, again, your explosive builds. It pays dividends. And I've been farming for a long time, and this is the best pair of knee pads I have a drop for Grupo. So you can understand, I've had non-drop with skill damage, non-drop with status effects. They've all dropped with skill haste that fluctuated. And this again, 12% just is brilliant. But again, I like skill damage, but it is what it is. The pair of gloves are, really, really good. They are Grupo Sombra again, that's 15% explosive damage and some critic damage. 10% explosive resistance, again, that's God roll, that's key. And skill damage 10%. Again, if you can get skill haste to accompany skill damage, it's perfect. Again, unfortunately, this is the best ones I've got. I have had a few drop with status effects and skill haste, but I wanted skill damage. You need it on this setup because you want to deal as much carnage as possible through the booms. And yeah guys, it's brilliant. Now we'll start with the backpack. The backpack is the Acosta's Go Bag. I feel for this build, it is best in slot. It is. It really, really is. I'm not a massive, huge fan of the Acosta's Go Bag. I find it's quite situational. It elevates some builds where some of us, it's kind of meh. But this build, it's kind of, yes, stands head and shoulders above anything else. Once I go through it, I'll explain. So I've got skill haste, skill damage, and skill haste as utility mod. The talent, one in hand. Throwing a grenade refunds it and grants +1 skill tier for 15 seconds. Grants overcharge if already at skill tier 6, and your cooldown is 60 seconds. So with this again, if I throw a grenade, whether it hits or doesn't hit, whatever, I get it refunded. So that's damage that's going to happen anyway, because I'm going to aim for NPCs, and then it's going to be back in the tank done. So I've got another grenade, which is key. I like this. And again, not to mention its overcharge. So that's more damage, more radius, more skill haste on my skills, which is brilliant. Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with this build. So one in hand is brilliant. And then we have two in the bag, which is also key. I'm going to get one armor kit capacity, which is, yeah, that's decent. But 3 grenades. That's 3 extra grenades on this build, which is mental. And that puts me down to 8 grenades. It's great on this setup. I love it. And that's why I want the Acosta's Go Bag. Overcharge, yes. And grenades, yes. Works. Ammo capacity, yeah, it's kind of alright. And repair skills, it's not going to help me on the build. But status effects will. They definitely will, because again, I've got 2 skills that offer a status effect, being the Explosive Seeker and the Hive Stinger. They're both offering that bleed damage. And then we have the chest piece. The chest piece is Murakami Industries. I would love this to be another piece of China Light, because that's going to get me an extra 10% skill haste. It isn't. I've been farming. I can't get it. So this is kind of the best I can do with, but again, it's brilliant. It's 1 skill tier, 8.8% status effects, max skill damage, 11.1% skill haste, and the talent Mad Bomber. Grenade radius is increased by 50%. So that's in theory 150% radius on your grenades, which is mental. Grenades that kill an enemy are refunded. Grenades can now be cooked by holding the fire button, making them explode earlier, which is great. Again, rather than just waiting for the enemy to go in place, you cook it, you know where it's going, happy days. As soon as it drops, it will blow up, which is brilliant. So again, you've got this advantage in your armor now, is really, really good. And of course, gain an extra 15% bonus armor while aiming grenades, and by doing so, that will grant you an extra over 100k armor. That puts you on about 825k armor, which is, again, a decent place to be. So, Mad Bomber, I feel this is perhaps the only way I would roll with this talent. It is quite situational, but is also, once built right, is sensational. It is. It delivers so many explosions, and the cluster grenades are immense on this setup. They're just brilliant. Someone will say, yeah, go for this or go for that. Guys, cluster grenades. Just cluster grenades. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to argue with. They're awesome. Anyway, let's take a look at the weapons. The primary weapon is the Surge. I like this. I always have used it on most of my builds, because I want that 25% skill damage for 8 seconds. It's just, yeah, it's 25% skill damage. Why wouldn't you want it? With this, it's rifle damage, critic damage, headshot damage. If you can re-roll headshot damage for damage to armor, I think the max is 6%. That will only elevate the damage from your skills. So guys, don't be a douche like me. What you need to do is ignore rifle and critic damage wherever it rolls with. Just go for the attribute that can be re-rolled and should be re-rolled to damage to armor. That would help on your skill builds. It really will. In terms of mods, we're talking critical hit chance, rounds, critic chance, and more critical hit chance. My secondary is the Sweet Dreams. I'm using this for one reason only, and that is the talent Sandman. Melee attacks instantly kill non-elite enemies. So any purple bars, any red bars that attack you, they rush you, switch to this weapon, one shot, there you go. There's a cooldown of 15 seconds, which is fine. Is absolutely fine, but again, you will melee people with this build because you will be rushed. And a point, again, in heroic content, there's not just elite enemies. There's plenty of red bars and plenty of purple bars, so this is a really good sleeper, pardon the pun, talent that can help you on your setup, especially when you're being rushed. or again, once you go up close and personal and you need to drop your Hive Stinger or your Seeker Mine, then happy days, switch to this and it offers that great alternative of taking someone down quickly and quietly. Backup Boomstick, I use this, well I don't use it, it just looks nice, so that's why it's there. There you go. Now we'll go through the skills and we'll leave the grenade to last. The first skill is the Explosive Seeker Mine, and that offers that bleed status effect on affected targets. 20.5 second cooldown, I would love more. You guys can get this short to around about 18 seconds, I know that for sure. I've been struggling, but it is what it is. Again, you know how it works, guys. My damage is nearly 4 million, which is great. Blast radius 5.2 meters, and I'm skill tier 6. But again, there's overcharge, which will only elevate these skills. We'll see how much it can be elevated. You can see I'm going to get an extra 20% damage and an extra 170% radius on the Explosive Seeker. That's cool. In terms of mods, they are simply damage, health, and more damage. My other skill is the Hive Stinger, which has a 2.6 second refill speed, 18 charges, there's 920k damage. Again, it isn't perfect. I have a build that has this at over 1.1 million, so I know it's not perfect, but it's in a good place. Could be better, but it's a good place. Again, you can see the Stinger charges damage, range, and health. It's an overcharge as well, which happens more often than you know. Again, that's an extra 40% damage. That's an extra 70% range. The health's the same, but the skill haste of 300% goes through the roof, and you get your charges back really, really rapidly, and it works a dream on this setup. In terms of the mods, damage, Stinger charges, and health. And let's take a look at the cluster grenades. I love these. So the damage for these, 862,709. Yeah, it's mental. It's a lot of damage. I mean, again, if you just look at, you've got the concussion grenade. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, happy days. EMP. Again, I don't want to EMP anything really. Flashbang, no. Fragmentation grenade, 517. That's through Demolitionist. That's not bad. And then you have your incendiary grenade, which is all right. That causes that burn on survivalist. You've got the riot foam grenade. Again, I don't want that. I want this. This works an absolute dream on this setup. Again, I'm only just increasing the radius because of Mad Bomber. And then I have the nice Acosta's Go Bag that will offer me, yeah, the refund of more nades every 75 seconds. Again, if I'm killing enemies, again, I'll demonstrate on very hard difficulty. We've just covered in elite bars. I'll show you the damage it can output, but it's beautiful. Love this setup. So we'll just go for the stats very quickly, guys, in terms of we know what the critic chance, crit damage is. It's very basic because it's a skill build. So don't really focus on that, guys. You focus on the damage from your skills and how your two talents, being your chest and backpack, synergize. So skill haste, I believe, is at 70%. Let's have a look. 70.5%. That's not too bad. Again, my SHD watch, I've just started the skill haste option. So with that, again, I've got an extra 10% skill haste from that. And again, if you remove the Murakami Mysteries brand set and you have something like, just say Hannah Yu, or just say a second piece of China Light, you'll get an extra 10% skill haste. That gets your skills back quicker. So you can get an extra 20% quite easily if you have the right pieces. Okay, guys, let me just demonstrate how powerful this is. Right, we're on very hard. We'll just look at these. Lovely Mr. Yellow Yellow. Yep, happy days. Now, just see how much damage these lovely grenades can cook. Again, I can cook them as well, so when they drop, you see, I see 823,000 there. Again, yeah. Let's try another one. And you see I've had a great grenade refunded. Yeah, guys, because a Mad Bomber has taken some of these bad boys out. It's nice. I just love using this. You can just see the sheer power. And these, again, this is on very, very hard. So you can see that the damage, again, I've gone back to 6. I've had a grenade refunded. So elite enemies, you see, look at the damage on these bad boys now. Yeah, that they, again, if they connect right, they're absolutely blowing shit up. They really are. Again, I've had no one refunded, and the damage is mental. Again, I can just keep spamming these, and again, you can just see. Again, I've had it refunded again. I'll get this bad guy here. Yeah, it's refunded again. I've got 7 now because of overcharge. I'm just getting grenades back. Yeah, so you can see how powerful this setup can be. It is really strong. And then you have the cluster grenade damage, which, just look at the numbers fly off now in the 2D sphere. It is crazy. I love this setup. So situational, but so much fun. Again, just getting the reward of getting these grenades back. Again, let's get these 2 bad boys here and I'll call it a day. But yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These don't want to go down, do they? They don't want to go down. Let's try and take them down. There you go. See, guys, I had 8 grenades at the start and now I've got 5. And you know I've used a lot more than 3 grenades. I've used a lot of grenades. And if you time these to perfection, you will get these back infinitely. It's, yeah, you will. It's mad. Bomber and all that jazz. Yeah, it's a really fun build to use. Ship blowing up, explosive seeker mine's great, hive stinger's great, and again, cluster grenades. Yeah, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, thumbs doodle, it helps. And of course, drop the woo bomb on the sub button, ding the bell so you're notified when I upload my content, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.